Hey, welcome to another episode of Calf Club Podcast. I'm your host, Ricky Slapstick, and today I'm here with a very special guest, Benny. What is going on, dude?
How's it going, Ricky? Thanks for having me.
How do I know you, bro? Tell the people,
We go way back. We went to high school together.
yeah.
We didn't talk too much back then, but recently we've kind of realized that we got a lot in common. We think a lot of the same things, and I think the humor is on par as well.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of your videos, a lot of your work, so that got me interested in talking to you again, and
Yeah, hit me up on Instagram, Ricky Slapstick, and TikTok, Ricky Slapstick. Wait, we a lot of people thought we were like brothers and cousins.
Yeah, so that happens
bushy
a lot.
eyebrows and
that
shit.
happens a lot. So I'll be in public. This happens at least once a month or twice a month. I'll just be in public and somebody will be like, "Hey, Ricky,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "No, it's not Ricky. It's Benny." It's funny because it's.
Well, we went
happens
to
so often.
fucking Chuck's Roadhouse.
Yeah, we can tell anybody that we're
Yeah.
brothers or cousins, and right
Yeah.
away they just assume that's what it is.
Don't you have two brothers?
Yeah, I got two younger brothers.
Yeah, your
but-
younger brother looks nothing like you guys.
No. Yeah,
That's a joke.
we have darker features. The youngest one's got he's got orange hair.
He's
very,
a ginger.
very light complexion.
'Cause I remember
Yeah.
them in Muay Thai class, which you never came to. Fucking.
I know. Well,
How come you never wanted to do Muay Thai? Honestly.
I don't know. Do you want to hear a bunch of excuses?
Go ahead, tell everybody.
I don't think you need to hear it. It's
Okay,
it's
you don't have
something
to
it's
then.
something that I'm not just gonna rule out. It's something that I think is good for you. It's something that
Yeah.
everyone should do. Right? It's
You go to the gym though.
Yeah, pretty casually now though. I don't really like the climate, the environment in the gyms right now. There's a lot of I don't know, people just really aren't very friendly to one another. They aren't very courteous. I think etiquette is something that just doesn't exist in the gym, and it really has to. And now
Yeah.
everybody's at odds with one another, even on a subconscious level.
They're like, "Sup, bro?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, using that machine." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, using that machine." He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, people.
And I'm like, "Bro, you can't use two machines at the same time, you fucking dick."
Yeah,
But if you want to, then we have to switch in and out, you know?
yeah, they're
But-
kind of selfish in that sense because they just occupy these machines for a longer time than they should.
And you're on the other side of the gym.
Yeah, and you're on the other side of the gym, and everybody forgets everybody pays to be here.
Yeah,
So it's just go there, do your workout. If you want it to be a social gathering, great, but don't occupy a machine or space and then expect other people to just sit there with their thumb in their ass just waiting to use a machine.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I like those gyms with no fucking mirrors.
Yeah, so I was talking to a bunch of people about that at one point, and it seems like the gyms without mirrors, which is very rare, you see people that are, I don't know, it's almost like they're a lot more productive when they're at the gym, just because
No mirrors.
because there's no mirrors. It's
No
very
time to
strange.
look at
It's hard.
yourself.
It's hard to explain, but you notice it. I've been to a gym that didn't have mirrors. Now it was a grimier gym,
Yeah.
but everybody's there and they're just there for a purpose. You know what I mean? It's not like a social thing. And I'm not saying it's bad to be social when you go to the
Yeah.
gym. You should have fun and you should be able to, enjoy yourself, right? But you're there to do something.
Yeah. But your jaw gets chiseled too, though. Eh? You do mad talking and shit.
Yeah,
Your jaw
man.
gets
Hey,
jacked.
that's a workout too. So there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe some people are just going there to work out their jaw, because then when they're at home, they're just
And
Yeah.
we're on the same soccer team, bro.
oh
The
yeah,
Caledon East Soccer.
yeah,
men's league.
Caledon FC.
Caledon FC, we're like number one in the league.
Yeah, number one for losses.
What are we? We're 2-7, I think. Right, last place.
Yeah, 2 and
Yeah.
7, but our wins weren't that glorious.
Fuck. Yeah. Tell about the last win there. Our last
Wow.
game that we won was by forfeit.
Yeah, so we scored 3 goals off that.
Yeah. Because the other
3
team
points.
didn't show up.
Yeah, the other team didn't show up. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Soccer's good. It's good. It's another social thing, right? Stuff like that's super important right now. Getting out and doing something.
Yeah.
Especially back to what you're doing right now, like comedy right now, and this day and age is super important because it just, people need to ease up a little bit.
Yeah, but like I feel like there's a lot of like safe comedy and shit. And
Yeah, but I don't know if safe comedy is real comedy. Like, what do you mean by safe comedy?
Like say like Disney Channel like comedy, or like like that cheesy kind of like safe stuff. Like doesn't really push borders and shit. I mean, everyone has their own comedy. You know what I mean?
Comedy's always been like historically, like if you look at comedy like 20 years ago, like stand up comedians, or even further back, like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Like what really made that comedy was the fact that they kept pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
And it was, a lot of this stuff could be construed as something that's offensive, but at the end of the day, it really is comedy. Right? And if you get offended by something, it's completely subjective. Like,
yeah.
Like that person isn't actually, trying to offend someone or be racist. It's really just for the sole purpose of comedy. I think like that message has been lost in the cancel culture that we see now.
I know, and then we start complaining and shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But hey, man, people in wheelchairs can be dicks too. Like back in grade 8. This kid, I don't know if you remember, he was at Hall too, Zach. He was like in a wheelchair.
Yeah. That's the kid.
That kid was a dick. He used to make fun of everybody. So in grade 8, at recess, me and my buddy Chris, we went up to him and I distracted the kid, and Chris deflated his tires and shit. Deflated his wheelchair tire. He had to go up to the office and get them refilled. But bro, I don't care who you are. If you're a dick, you're gonna get made fun of too. Like,
people don't know how to really express themselves in a good way. Like if you're having a bad day, like don't project that on someone else. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
it's hard sometimes.
It is hard. It is hard.
Say someone like robbed you in the morning, or like you got into like a shitty car crash or something. Like that's a bad day, like, or you got fired or something. It's hard to be happy after that.
Like when I got fired.
But were you really pissed though when you got fired?
I didn't care too much that I got fired. It was a long time coming.
Yeah. That place wasn't the best place for you anyway.
Yeah, we won't mention the name, but that was very.
There's some toxic like work environments, bro.
Oh yeah.
Where everybody's already miserable and they see you like accelerating and they're like, no.
And that's the thing too, is like there might be a job that might pay a little bit more, but if you're working in like a toxic environment,
it's brutal.
Like you bring, whether or not you want to admit it to yourself, you bring that home with you.
Yeah.
You bring that home with you. You sleep on it. You wake up in the morning, and that shit just sticks with you.
And you're like, fuck, I gotta go back.
Yeah, and you're just like living for the weekend. So the money's good, but like, you're making a lot of personal sacrifices that you might not even acknowledge or be able to acknowledge.
That's why I see this bullshit, like these mentorship things on like Instagram, and like where they're like, you want to make money? Well, you gotta hustle. You gotta do this. You gotta strive for the. But bro, like some success for people was just supporting their family. Was just they hated their job, but they loved their family. They loved providing for their family. That's success, bro. Being I don't know, anything.
Tons of hobbies. Yeah, there's tons of hobbies too you could do.
Yeah, man.
Make you happy. Another thing I want to touch on is the what I would call the dating landscape right now.
Wait, the dating landscape?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like trying to set up a date? Going on a date?
Yeah, like front to back, setting up a date, going on a date.
Where are you meeting most of these girls? Like on online, Tinder, Bumble?
I try to stay away from those apps just because I feel like a lot is lost in translation on those apps. Like you can't see someone's expression. And a lot of people on those dating apps might be there for the wrong reasons. Because, they put their Instagram handle in the app and they just want to gain followers. And that's like all but too common. And then, an example here is you match with someone, you talk to them a little bit, you meet up with them, and then they're still on their phone when you're on the date. Mm-hmm. Like that happens a lot too. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, if whatever is on your phone is more important than, meeting me, then
why are we here?
Why are we here? You
Where do you meet them?
I try to meet them like anywhere random, like, if I'm at a grocery store cashing out, or if I'm at the mall.
Oh yeah.
You just talk to people.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You talk to people because
what's that like?
Yeah, you can make a good first impression, and you can tell now that if you start to you know,
Hey, you like cucumbers? Hey,
yeah,
I got a couple back in my place.
Oh, you gotta be careful with stuff like that nowadays, because like, you know, I would love to drop lines like that.
Oh my god, the
But
eggplant looks great today. Hey, I'm actually a farmer. I got a couple eggplants back in my place.
now there's like this fine line
Yeah, yeah.
with what you can and can't say, because
Yeah, I know. If a girl's like, "Do I look good?" I'm like, not really. like, I'll tell the truth, man.
That's
Like,
honesty.
straight up. I don't give a fuck. I'm not no like simp and shit, man.
yeah, that's
Fuck
honesty.
that. Even like so I know you were saying your thing, but I'm saying now that I went to Moxie's some chick that I was dating for 3 months, like a couple weeks back. 3 months though we were dating, and then I took her to Moxie's, and I'm like, I just told her straight up, I'm like, yo, I'm not paying for this meal. I'm like, it was your idea. I'm not paying. I was starting to find out after 3 months that we weren't getting along. So why am I gonna keep like investing in this shit? I know it sounds pretty like dick.
Yeah,
but, like,
well, no, the problem is these dudes out here are literally buying pussy.
yeah, that too. So they don't even get it at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
and they
Yeah.
don't, because you know you're sending the wrong message. Like you're buying someone's attention. You take them out on these expensive dinners, you take them out on your boat or the boat you rented, or whatever you choose to do, and you're paying you're paying it the whole way.
The boat you rented.
Yeah. Like,
Damn, bro, what kind of dates are you going on, bro?
no, I
You're
don't.
renting ferries and shit.
I wouldn't do that. I know people that do,
Yeah.
and then you know it's like a weird flex where they act like it is their boat, but then they can't even name the different sides of the boat.
Yeah,
They don't even know how to operate the boat. Yeah, so I think the mistake that men make is when they start talking to a new lady, you know, they're okay with the friends thing, where the guy will be like, "This is my friend," and the girl will be like, "Yeah, this is my best friend." But really, that entire relationship, on one side from the guy, the foundation of it is his attraction to her. So it's not genuine from the start. So that friendship just like kind of continues, like from the guy's side of it, because you know he wants to hook up with her.
Okay,
And
but
then-
I think what happens more is that they tell too much. Guys talk themselves right out of it, bro.
Yeah, that
Like they
happens.
say they like them too early.
Yeah, probably that too.
They fall in love like at first sight, bro, and like they pour too much of their heart out, and the girl's like, wow, this guy's like too easy.
Yeah, they like mystery. They like mystery and not knowing. And when you make it too easy, then they're just like,
Because women want to be part of a love story, bro. He was
Yeah.
an asshole at the beginning. I didn't know if he liked me. He brushed me off, and now we're together.
yeah.
It was
That's
a love story.
That's exactly it. The first match I got right when I was back home, I just updated my bio with all my new pictures. You know, you look
In
like
Germany and shit.
yeah, with all those, you know, all
And
those
like a Frankfurter and
yeah.
like a big like
a bratwurst,
yeah.
a bratwurst, yeah. You know, you update your profiles. You got all those scenic
This
pictures.
guy travels. Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing what it does. So
Yeah,
at first you'll go from like getting like a like here and there.
on Tinder.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden you update it with all those like scenic, like candid travel photos, and it's just like bang, like
Right away.
yeah, right
This
away.
guy must be a pilot or something, or like
Yeah,
a traveler.
They just think whatever.
I
So-
always wanted to go to Chechnya, like, Uzbekistan.
And there's also a lot of conversation that comes
Yeah.
from it, because a lot of people like to travel, so it's easy to talk to other people you meet about traveling.
Right. So you got a match on Tinder?
So yeah, I get a match,
Yeah.
and very attractive girl. I can't remember what her occupation was, but she had a good job. She might have been a comedian actually.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a stand-up or like?
Yeah, I think she was
actress?
into some comedy, but
Oh,
it
nice.
might have been TikTok comedy. I don't know,
Oh yeah.
something like that. Yeah, so she just had this weird kind of chip on her shoulder. She had a big following, but the weird thing was she insisted on going to this restaurant. Like it was like this restaurant or nothing.
Which restaurant?
It was Jacob's Steakhouse,
Jacob's Steakhouse. Okay.
which is like that's like a
Never
premier.
been.
It's a premier steakhouse.
Yeah, eh?
It's honestly, I don't think you have to exceed the quality of the keg. Again, that's just my opinion.
Right, the keg's better.
Well, yeah, the keg, you can go in there, you can get a 12-ounce steak for $50.
Yeah.
a drink, and you're good. This place is like, it's like $200 for a steak.
That's retarded, bro.
Yeah.
So of course she's like, yeah, take me here.
Well, I'll tell you why. So we get there, and we get our server, and it's a dude.
Okay.
And he's looking really weird. He's looking like, all fucked up.
He's looking like what?
He's just being sketchy.
The waiter?
Yeah, the waiter.
Like on drugs?
No.
Oh.
He's just being like sketchy with us. So I'm paying attention to their body language and like how they interact. They're pretending like they didn't know each other, but they did.
Oh.
So like the food comes, and I already have this all planned out in my head because I figured it out. I knew what it was. I finished my steak. Like I didn't even eat like the mashed potatoes and nothing else. And I put down my cutlery and I was like, so when did you date that guy? And she was like, no, I didn't. I don't even know him. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you do. You know him. She was like, no, I don't. And I kept insisting. She's like, oh yeah, like, we dated. We broke up like 2 months ago.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, so you wanted to come here, bring me here to like rub it in his face kind of thing? She's like, no, it's not like that at all. I'm like, no, it is. It is. I just walked out. I didn't even pay for the bill. Nothing.
Yeah, fuck
that. Was it. So that was my...
Wow, so she just used you as like a ploy to like try and get him back.
It's just fucking weird.
Damn, bro. That sucks that you have to like go through that.
Oh, no, I thought it was great. I got to eat for free.
Was the steak at least good? Or
like, yeah, it was good. You want to know why it was good? Because it was free.
I would have trusted that fucking guy though. Maybe imagine you like horked in it or something.
Nah, he's just a waiter. He doesn't want to lose that job.
Whatever, man. I made it extra salty and shit.
Yeah,
it was good. Salty. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Just to give, and then like, so you left the table, and then.
Yeah, I left the table, and then she was calling me, and.
But when you left the table, she was like, no, or she just sat there.
No, she was quiet. But then I got a bunch of phone calls. And then I realized I should probably answer the phone call.
She just wanted you to pay.
Honestly, probably, because think about it. If she's using me like that, for her own purpose, like she doesn't want to be there with me. She doesn't want to be at that table with me on a date.
No, she wants to fucking.
She still hung up on the other guy.
Obviously, bro. And now you look like a fucking little simp, just like sitting there and. Like,
yeah, and I was like, "Fuck that."
You were like, "Fuck that, I ain't no simp," and then you left.
I finally did pick up the phone, and she was like apologizing, this, that, but then she tried to tell me I was rude. I was like, I picked up the phone because I wanted to at least, entertain your apology and maybe just, forgive you in a way. But then you want to tell me I'm rude. It's like, hold on. You make me waste my time. I drive out there. I come to spend my time with you at a restaurant, get to know you. And really, it's all about you and your ex-boyfriend.
That's brutal. Like, how does she? Like, she must have even known like what tables this guy serves too.
Yeah, she somehow knew he was working.
Holy
she knows his tables.
Shit.
Like, that's a lot of like research on like a guy you're not even dating. Like, all this stuff about him still.
Wow, she ain't over him. That's for sure.
Yeah, and she insisted. It was like, we gotta go there or nowhere. No, we gotta go to Jacob's or nowhere.
Really?
Yeah. So then you want to...
Wow, I'm surprised you let her, like, call the date and
you
stuff.
want to tell him...
Whatever.
Well, no, usually I always pick the spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised
like,
you let her call it.
Yeah, I think of, like, little restaurants that, like, people don't know about.
I don't even think... You would never bring somebody along to, like, be a decoy so you could get back with your ex. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And even if I was the ex, I'd be like, yo, you're with somebody else. Like, be with this guy. Because I wouldn't even have served that table after I seen that.
Yeah.
Probably wanted her money though, or your money.
I don't got no money. I'm broke.
I know, right? Yeah.
I'm broke.
We're broke. We're all broke in this goddamn world. And on that note, we're gonna close the 3rd episode of Calf Club Podcast. I'm your host Ricky Slapstick with my guest Benny. Thanks for coming on the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. You had some great stories to tell.
Be back soon.
Yeah, you will be back soon. Ciao, everybody. And if you don't have big calves, well, step your game up. Ciao.